For example number 7, we're located in the foci of a whispering chamber. Statuary Hall in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. is a whispering chamber. Its dimensions are 46 feet wide by 96 feet long as shown. So if you look at these dots here, okay, they are the focus. So you have a focus here and a focus here, which is called the foci, is the plural word. So what happens here is that the focus on the left side, you see that it's transmitting that information by the arrows are shooting out. And then eventually it's going to hit the other focus. So therefore that's what's happening here. Now here you can see that the horizontally it's 96 feet, vertically it's 46 feet. So since horizontally it's greater, then that means the major axis is on the x-axis. Now in part A, what is the standard form of the equation of the ellipse representing the outline of the room? So we're going to assume it's this horizontal ellipse because we can see that the horizontal is greater than the vertical. We're going to let the center be the room at point 0, 0. So we are assuming a horizontal ellipse centered at 0, 0. So we need to find the equation of the form x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared, which is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. Now we know that the length of the major axis, 2a, is longer than the length of the minor axis, which is 2b. So if we look at the length of the major axis, we know that it's 96, but we also know it's 2a. So in order to solve for a, we're going to let 2a equal the length of the major axis, which is 96. Divide both sides by 2, so a is going to equal 48. Now if we square both sides, we know that a squared is equal to 2,304. Now solving for b, we know that the minor axis, the length is 46 feet. So 2b is going to equal 46. Divide both sides by 2, and therefore b is going to equal 23. Squaring both sides, we know that b squared is equal to 529. So therefore, the equation of the ellipse is x squared over 2,304 plus y squared over 529, which is equal to 1. Now in part B, if two senators standing at the foci of this room can hear each other whisper, how far apart are the senators? And we're going to round to the nearest foot. Now, to find the distance between the senators, we must find the distance between the foci, plus or minus c, 0, where c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. Solving for c, we have the following. C squared is equal to a squared minus b squared, which was a squared is 2,304, b squared is 529. We're going to subtract that and take the square root. So plus or minus the square root of 1,775 is approximately 42. So the foci is plus or minus 42, and that represents the foci. But the distance between them would be 2 times 42, which would equal 84 feet.